But at the same time, you have the US where we like issue a warning, so these places are not safe to go. So, and I've been to Negril. I'm not gonna say which hotel, but them say don't leave the property.
They've said that. And I think that is where I said Jamaican government can maybe get involved. The concept of these people are already here. Them there. Them in the hotel, them are eat. We're grateful for it. Them hiring people, them eating with food, them pay the taxes, them benefit the country. But a lot of times maybe it don't benefit me. The small man maybe on the street want sell a patty, sell some jerk chicken. Him not see them tourists. Him don't get a chance. Somewhere in the middle of this, it would be good if we can create a mechanism that see these tours come out into the, not just on the big tours, not just Duns River, but come out and really partake in what Jamaica is about.
Boom, let's be honest podcast, maddest podcast, baddest podcast, never the saddest podcast. And today, it's not an artist, it's not a producer, it's not even a toxic person. Today we have Jason Russell, CEO of Pier1, right? And Jason and his family has done a lot for dancehall, just Jamaican culture in all. But before that though, I have $15 off for every order of $20 or more when you use the code LBH75 on ding.com. I remember, it only can be your first order. So now because they did order before and you never use the code, you have to have a new email. But now say if you get a new email, I said it, that's the only way to work. Jason, what go on?
Why were there, you know?
Your respect. I respect for having me at Pier1 and it was a vibe, you know?
Last night, mad me I tell you. I have to run out of the crowd.
Yeah, but me said that's like a very common thing for Friday nights at Pier1 though.
It's more common than not. Last night lit. Sometimes it connect, sometimes it really connect.
I must say condolences on the passing of your father.
Respect. Yeah. Big shock that, but life goes on. You know, it happened to all of us.
Naturally. So now, let's talk about your father and what he's built, because he's one of the founding members of Sumfest.
Yeah. So when Sunsplash left Mobay, a group of them got together and formed Sumfest, because they saw the void. And, you know, for a lot of years, it was a struggle. So they brought on other people. Some people left, some people came. And, you know, they struggled it out. And it did what it did. You know, it had a good run. And then they sold it to Joe, which take the baton and running with it. So we grew up in a musical family. He made movies. He played in a band. It's just an all-round, you know, love the culture of Jamaica. And, you know, there's never a concept of us leaving or not being a part of it. And anything him do, him always try to involve Jamaica and by at large entertainment industry. So that's how we grow.
But Sumfest though, what was it like growing up now, knowing say, yo, your father response for like just like the biggest show in Jamaica, biggest festival like that? Because I mean, growing up, Sumfest was always that show where it's like, yo, if you're not on a visa, if like, you know, you watch BT and MTV and you know, say if you want to see Lil Wayne or 50 Cent, who me would have think says like the biggest, like the hottest rapper ever in terms of like the peak where him touch, you know what I mean? I say, and to bring 50 Cent and like what? Give me some stories like Sumfest memories and all them things there.
If it's one, you have some. Well, boy, if it's one thing I can tell you, the first thing you do is you lose the awe effect. You get used to it after a while. It become work. And growing up, you know, we got Cornwall College right up the road here, and of course you're now the youth that father keeps Sumfest. So no boy can't touch you. You understand what I mean? You're royalty. But then you meet the artists, and if it's one thing I can tell you is, listen to the music and enjoy the music.
Yeah.
Don't meet the artists. Because a lot of them, especially North American artists, them, and me I tell you, man, them hard to deal with. You don't really get a lot of interaction with them. They're moving fast, but the little that you get sometimes, it rub you wrong. You know them where them come to Jamaica, and Jamaica is an easy vibe. Some of them even disappoint you with the fact, say, them come here and them not say a big crowd and big line. It's like them that want to produce the drama. And the hard man just say, yo, why you say 50? Boom. It's like a man, him rocked by that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they must say, they must come up Pier1, they must need bodyguard and VIP section and we have to go rope off. We say, no, dog. And them walk into the place, stand up at the bar and people say, rah.
We are there.
Where you say, my youth?
Yeah.
And it shake them, and it's something with the culture that we always found, is that No care how big you are, once you come Jamaica, you're just like a normal person.
Yeah, we have a show love for sure, but it's not like no fan craze or nobody gonna
No,
jump up.
yeah, that is what a lot of them. I remember even when Lionel Richie came one time, because my father brethren and he was coming to dinner, and he was like, you know, I'm coming, nobody can know, and you need a seat in the corner, and I was like, all right, give him a seat in the corner, and him come eating, and he's like, so yo, where everybody there? Where the press and the crowd?
Yeah.
And I said, but you say you don't want nobody
I
know.
know,
This
yeah.
is just so it's set. So I mean, you grew up in it still. Our biggest artist was Jamaican artist. When you buck up in a buju or you buck up in a beanie or a bounty at the time, you know, your hand them shake, your voice crack.
Yeah.
Them man, they carry the energy, them understand the culture, and them know it's not about arrogance, it's just about being in the moment and just, you know, living the life. And for us, those were our big stars. It wasn't the 50 Cent, it wasn't the Missy Elliott, them flying, them fly out. It never really made much impact. But, you know, going to the show and meeting Beanie as a young youth, I used to play a sound. And Liquid used to play. And
Oh, look at that from Mobay to now, yeah.
yeah, man. Pier1 incubator. And I remember us meeting these people. Now, of course, you play Beanie Man every day, you play Bounty, and you go Sumfest now, and boom, the killer in front of you. Your hand them a shake, you don't even know what to say. Those were our big stars. Jamaican artists was always who we look up to.
Naturally. So now that Joe took over Sumfest, why did Pops even sell to Joe?
I think it was the time. They all were aged. There's a lot of them, you know. I think in all it was maybe about 17 or 18 of them. By the time they started picking up investors to get the show moving in the right direction, they had a lot more people, and maybe the business was ever able to pay out.
Okay.
So it got to the point where there's only a couple of them really doing the work. And I mean, show business, especially putting on shows, it's not no big money.
Yeah.
And when you have 17 hands for feed, a lot of man was like, yo, we could just cash out and do something else. Joe came along. We brought the show to Joe because, of course, he was involved with Sting at the time. And, you know, Joe is always about show business, especially the dancehall culture. And we say, yo, you want to buy the show? We run it through Gary Matalan. And Gary and him was dealing with tracks and some other stuff. And Gary said, yeah, man, I'm going to link Joe, and Joe come in and boom. Joe love it. How much you want for it? See it. But my father, Big Russ, was the only person that Joe kept on.
Okay, so even with
Yeah,
Joe,
man. As when Joe done by the show and Joe said, alright, my show now, Russ, jam with me now, help me, show me the
I
ropes.
think that is.
My father was the go-to man. He's a man who can make a call, he's a man who put things together, a man who know everybody, move good with everybody. So it was a key element in the show. And Joe never want to lose that. And they became very, very good friends. Right up until his death, Joe and him were tight like that. So, I mean, if you have a man like Robert Russell on your team, it guaranteed to succeed. So Joe saw that early.
And what about you? Did you have any interest like being a part of Sumfest?
Early out, we used to play. We used to help with production, help with security. But then as I got more involved with Pier1, we started to do the bar service, which, you know, that is real hard work, and that's where the money was. So, you know, while we'd go and watch a show, I mean, there's years when I don't even see the stage. You're so engulfed in doing the bar and making sure the bar check off and people get served. And, you know, it's a massive thing. At any one time, we have maybe 12 bars at Sumfest. And we're running all of them and making sure the show run good. So kind of pulled away from the show business itself and started to get into the nuts and bolts and what makes the show work. So up until Joe had it, I mean, a couple of years after Joe bought it, we're still doing the bar service and heavily involved. But, you know, more and more the show integrate, and we are also doing some other stuff. We kind of just part ways in that regard still. So, but, I mean, there's no Sumfest without the Russells anyway. You know, we're in it same way.
Fair. So with your father passing, you took up that space now, knowing that Joe don't have him anymore?
Nah, man, Joe know everything Joe need for know at this point. Joe have it locked. Joe, I mean, the show business is simple at this point. Everybody is professional, everything flowing smooth. Pay the artist him turn up, management, structure, everything running. I mean, the blueprint cast in concrete now. You can't.
Yeah, but them not Montego Bay like how you have Montego Bay, you know. So you're born, ready.
The show go on, man. The show go on. The show. So what we plan to do now is support the show with some auxiliary events and stuff like the dating and help parking and just make Pier 1 kind of the center of Sumfest when you come down. So like all you roll come Mobay now, you just first place your head, Pier 1, go grab a fish and beat a beer and just relax, ease off the road, and then you touch Sumfest. So might do some shuttles where you park and ride, come back, some breakfast in the morning, things like that. Because really, right now, my focus is Pier 1.
Yeah.
Everything, 100% Pier 1. And we have a hotel now, so, that's Deja, and we're running that. So, while Joe are doing things, we support as much as we can, but we have to focus on our food, all right?
Naturally. So how was it like growing up in Montego Bay, though? Because, I mean, younger me, but that's yes, Mobay is tourist place, right? Then around 2010, 2012, them time there, this was Mobay a bad man place. So it's just like, I don't know when that happened, but how was it, what was your life growing up?
There's nowhere in the world I live more than Mobay. Honest to God. I've traveled somewhat the world, and always when I drive, when I land back in Mobay, I feel just, that place nice, man. When you in the plane touching down and you just look at the water and look at the way the place lay out. You're in Mobay, you're at a port next door to my house. You can jump on your boat and go fishing. Boom, 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 you jump on a flight and be back in Mobay by evening. You go shoot bird up in the bush. It's a place where you have literally everything you want. Plus, you have the tourism rolling in weekly. You're meeting new people daily, literally growing up as a young youth. Can tell you some stories. Spring break in Mobay is a big deal. People rolling in constantly. But I don't know when it shifted, honestly. Mobay moved from being just a really bashment place and like overnight. Because I went to George's for a year. And when I came from Mobay, George's man them give me a hard time. Yo, I'm Mobay, them man you come from, them have a place near Bottom Road. Here. Only a joke. I go foreign and come back and go town. I'm here, man. Like introduce yourself. Here I'm from Mobay, and the man say, wow.
Yes,
Mobay,
here.
yo, brother, when you know I'm so, yo. That's easy. No violence. I say, the man them move so. And then I started to realize when I moved back down here, so Mobay I move hard. I don't know. Scamming brought a lot of cash to the streets. And of course, anyway, cash there, violence and badness I got there. So, but you don't feel it.
Yeah.
You don't feel it. As a youth walking up and down Mobay, it's not like say. I remember growing up in town, you're afraid of pickpocket and thief, and you can't go halfway a tree and you go barbecue, you have to take off your chain them. Never get that in Mobay yet. Never get a pickpocket and never get random violence.
So is that just for the town, like for the tourists? Like the hit strip?
It's a different kind of thing. Mobay badness is a money badness. Mobay badness is a serious thing. When I was in Kingston, you have all of badness, of course, but my exposure to badness in Kingston was pickpocket, and as a young youth, it was random acts of violence. Mobay got very serious very quick in a very organized way, in a sense. You understand what I mean? I went for gang violence and a thing, but we're kind of over that now. February gone, we had one murder for the month. And anyway, we have to big up the police for that. We have to big up the community at large for saying, all right, enough is enough. And a time for the young youth, them, if they make a money, enjoy their money and stop kill off them one another. So kind of feel like Mobay just take a turn for the better. Feeling it in the parties, as I said last night, lit.
Yeah, and it was a mixture of tourists and locals.
A whole heap of young people. Normally them in a little fear, them don't want to touch road, but last night we go out, even the table beside us.
Yeah, some UE kids.
Yeah, man.
But even also UD down there.
Yeah, man. Turn up, man. Them, when I tell me, I say, yo, no take time, no easy. Man, don't mash up on yourself. And it was good. It was a good vibe.
Yeah, so Pier 1 now. Give me the story of Pier 1 and how Pier 1 come about to be.
My father, we're from Mandeville, so my father moved to Mobay to open this little bar called Pier 1. Scoop you up and say, come. Down with Mandeville. Mandeville a dead stock thing now. Lovely place, but he want some more heat.
Yeah.
So we come Mobay and we open Pier 1, and it almost feel like the rest is history. Friday nights, Wednesday nights, food. It just took off. It just really resonated with Montagonians. The location is second to none. It's downtown, but you don't feel like you're downtown. You're downtown, but you feel like you're on the ocean and some beach in the grill and you're just chilling.
So that was always the location?
Always the location. We just opened a second one at Doctor's Cave Beach, and that's doing well. But, I mean, Pier1 belonged to Mobay in a sense. I always tell people I don't have the choice. I could never sell Pier1. I could never close it. Even when we mash up the other day, I have to just say, yo, if it's even an igloo, we have to open. People depend on it. And, I mean, I am honored and thankful to be at the helm of Pier1. This is my 21st year running the place. And it's a blur. We took it on, when I took it on straight from college, we started a thing called $50 rum. And that resonated. Anybody from Mobay, you ask them about $50 rum, then we tell you.
How long ago was this?
21 years ago.
Wow.
And we are selling rum for $50. Them time the rum would be about $300. And we are selling it for $50 rum.
What, a flask?
A drink.
Okay.
And man, them a buy it at 20 rum at a time. I saw them a drink them. It create a scene, man. It create a big scene. And the rest, I mean, it just flow. Pier1 is a natural vibe. It's not a pretentious vibe. It's not a VIP vibe. It's you just come, roll with your crew, roll with your girl, roll by yourself. You go book somebody where you know. You go meet a tourist, get a green card, and don't come back.
We don't want to suffer too much brain drain right now. We need
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
So question, so I want to maintain that though, because the restaurant entertainment business is one of the easiest business for the bankrupt. So you say you take over 21 years ago. So that means how long in the business?
This year, 2025, make 39 years.
39 years. So
Yeah,
how to maintain from senior to junior? How to maintain that?
Gray hair, brother. Gray hair. It's work. And I think that's what happened to a lot of bars and restaurants, nightclubs. The owners start to believe that it's not work. You get caught up in the lifestyle. Some people buy the club thinking it's a lifestyle. We treat it like a job. We treat it like it's work, like it's a bank or it's a hardware store. Every day you go to work 9 to 5. You beat it out. Try not to be late for work. Try make sure you're there every day. Try make sure everything that you need is up and running. We find that in the business worldwide, a lot of the owners get caught up. Them start party. Them stop work, them start party. Them believe in the hype, them in the VIP. No, brother, you're club owner, you can't be in VIP. You have to watch what go on. Important people come to spend money going to VIP. You make sure, say you're there gate, and if any little practice go on, check the bathroom, them. Make sure, say, customers getting through. It's work. You're there to work. So, me, myself, I mean, I'll drink on occasion, but generally, with eyes open, looking to make sure that everybody have a good time. And 21 years of that, we try minimize the bad service, try make it more good than bad. So.
And then now the family. So you have kids or nieces and nephews where I can take over from you?
My family is a little bit young. My brother's kids are a little older and they are coming back in the business. We hired my nephew, so he's working with the two companies, the hotel and Pier1. And then we have another nephew that's planning to come back home as well. So it's a thing you have to have a passion for. As I say, I grew up playing music, so when I had the place to take over, it was so easy for me. Late nights, 30-hour days, and drinking.
So what are you though? You're the eldest?
I'm the middle.
Yeah, so what are you? Because enough time we see like affluent families, the father drop out and it's just like war. Who for run the business, who not for run the business?
No, we all work in the business. We all understand that it's business. It's not something to fight over. Fight over work. You know them way that you just work and you collect what you have to collect. The truth is, we never grow like that. Money was never something to fight over. We all work and we all get compensated. My father was never one. I've never seen my father sue anybody. And many times a man rang him and you say, brother, call a lawyer. And I said, sure. Time longer than rope. So we grew up with that mentality. We grew up with doing business the right way, having a lot of respect. And him drop out, and him, we did a thing called succession planning, which I went to a seminar once, and it was a new concept to me. And that is really planning for the next generation. How are they going to get the assets? Are they going to have to fight over it? Are they going to sit down and wait and a will, and then them argue who shoulda, woulda, coulda? No, you start having those conversations outward and public. It's something, anything. You own a car, you go dead tomorrow, who are going to get the car, where the title for the car there, who, bank have a loan, who going to pay the loan. Whole heap of little things that people just leave open-ended, and it caused war. I see it happen all the time. So we made sure from early out that we were having these conversations. And my father was open to the concept. We transferred shares, and we diversified a lot of the companies and made them in a way that there's no fight, there's no guessing who going to get what. Everything clearly outlined. And it's seamless. I mean, I hate to tell people, don't use the word inevitable or God forbid. Your parents going to die. All are we going to die? So don't use the word God forbid. Just say when. And then you want to know, say when it happen, you have a plan. I don't have a plan for myself yet, but his one was planned.
Yeah.
But it's a lesson that we learn still. We learn it from early.
So advice you could give to like people who are getting into this business?
Don't. That is the only advice.
That's the advice. Don't.
That's the advice, man. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's a tough business. And if it's any advice and you're going to do it, know why you're doing it. If you go a rum bar and you like drink rum, don't open a bar because of that reason. If you like late hours and hard work and, don't like to go family vacations and holidays and, work weekends and when everybody party and you are working. If you like that kind of lifestyle, then open a bar or a restaurant or a club. If you like to go watch a weekend and go to grill and go Miami for this and go that, don't open a bar, because that's when you need to be in your business. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, Independence Weekend, all of them time that we there work. I beg my brethren them to come down, come drink. Man, I say, yo, we are going to watch this star, yo, we are going to grill and I'll come. No, brother.
Yeah, but they work.
They are work. So that's how we grow. And for us, it's easy because like our family never went on Christmas and holiday vacations. When you leave school and you hear summer, say I work. Everybody I come on Mobay and say party I keep and say whole heap of thing I go on. Look say Christmas or summer now a kickback time. No man. Money making time that. So if you don't have that mentality, they don't go in an entertainment business.
Naturally. Now you mentioned hotel.
Yeah, we bought a hotel. It was Gloucestershire before. Now we call it Deja. We bought it and changed the name, changed the concept. It was a EP, a European package. That means you pay just for the room and you buy everything else. Now it's all inclusive. On the strip, right across from Doctor's Cave. So if you stay at the hotel, you go to Doctor's Cave for free. And it's doing well. We were nervous about it. We don't know nothing about hotel business. But the transition between restaurant and hotel, it really not that far.
Okay.
The fundamentals still the same. Make sure your customer are right. You can party and them not getting through. So you have to holiday come, hotel ram, all hands on deck. It's just the same philosophy you have to go through. And it's doing well. It's really doing well. People like it.
So what do you feel the government can do for help tourism? Well, we're booming tourism, obviously, but what do you feel like you in another business, whether you have a tourist, them at a restaurant, them at a hotel, what do you think the government can do for say, this can make it 10 times better?
I think the government need to start broaching the conversation about getting tourists off the properties at the hotel. Formalizing a lot of that movement. We can't really sit down and rely on the tourists or the hotels just wanting to get people off. But we figure some system, whether it's transportation, whether it's, maybe you do a 5-day all-inclusive, but on the 6th day, you don't do dinner. There's some crazy ideas, but get at least one time for the whole trip, that tourists leave the property and come eat a food, a Pier 1, or go to craft market and buy something, or go to the beach. You know, these properties, them have everything you ever go and want.
Yeah.
Crystal clear blue waters, big pools, nice liquor, fabulous restaurants, safe, whole heap of entertainment.
But at the same time, you have the US where we issue a warning, so these places are not safe to go. So, and I've been to Negril. I'm not gonna say which hotel, but them say don't leave the property.
They've said that. And I think that is where I said Jamaican government can maybe get involved. The concept of these people are already here. Them there. Them in the hotel, them are eat. We're grateful for it. Them hiring people, them eating with food, them pay the taxes, them benefit the country. But a lot of times maybe it don't benefit me. The small man maybe on the street want sell a patty, sell some jerk chicken. Him not see them tourists. Him don't get a chance. Somewhere in the middle of this, it would be good if we can create a mechanism that see these tourists come out into the, not just on the big tours, not just Duns River, but come out and really partake in what Jamaica is about. I meet people and them say stupid things to me like, oh, Jamaica is just like Barbados, oh, Jamaica is just like St. Kitts, oh, Jamaica is just like Mexico. And you say, well, you never go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I said, did you actually go out on the street? Did you go downtown Mobay? Did you go Negril? No, but we stayed at the Rio. We stayed at the Iberia Star. And, you know, they had a reggae band. And I said, brother, you never go Jamaica. You never go Jamaica. So I think there's right in the middle there. I think that we are doing more right than wrong. And I would hate to sit on a forum and point fingers and say, boy, things should have better. I think we should make a lot of things better. We as Jamaicans must take the crime statistics and what's going on ourselves, not just how the police have not do them job. We know a lot of crime producers. We know a lot of the situations that cause crime, and we walk past them and we say, boy, I don't really we that and we not get involved.
Yeah, it kind of affect we.
It not affect we, and you know, we know the type of people. I'm not going to say a man must go out and be informer, but maybe intercepting some young youth life from early out. You see a youth go astray. Sometimes we say, boy, we're not really business with that still. And allow the youth, they make them do them thing. But you're an elder. You could have stopped the youth from turning a gunman or a scammer or whatever it is. With a little guidance, with a little mentorship. But we get into this habit now of saying, boy, the police them and the government. Police them have to catch criminal. Once a man turn criminal, there's no turning back almost. We now as citizens, as even man to man in our country, for reason with the youth them and say, yo, you know, say you do something wrong still. Come pay me a visit, let me show you a better way. And if you take on, if every man take on one young youth and just change his life even a day or two, you might find say crime drop without the police and even fire a gun.
You have natural mentorship.
Yeah man. And I mentor a couple of people throughout the years, even to see them own businesses and move on. And you know, we'll reflect sometime and a man said, Jay, you never know how powerful a little conversation that you had with me, how it changed my life, and just being able to call you. And sometimes a man call you with some real stupid ideas still.
Yeah.
Because you can't imagine how you'd think that is normal. But guess what? Him just don't know what him don't know. Sometimes a man call you and I give some suggestion and I say, yo, you know, so this is the right way for me. I say, brother, stop. Stop. I'm not smarter than you, but I go through that journey already. You're about to make a big mistake in your life. Just stop. Think about it and come again. That's all, you know. Some youth not have no father, and have nobody them can call. So sometimes the call what they may not make is to the wrong person. Sometimes a bad mind, sometimes a man just don't even know better, and sometimes a man just directly want just want to give you some bad advice. Just want to see him go down the wrong path. And he make a call and the man say, yeah man, go on with it, man. Don't make nobody tell you no foolishness, man. And boom, the youth gone. Can't get him back again. So we have to take blame. And in crime statistic, there is not a police thing. And if even your show, you understand? I see you watch your show all the time still, and you might not even realize it's controversial, but at the same time, there's a lot of message in it. You understand what I mean? There's a lot of productive things because the youth them listen out and them see a lot of right and a lot of wrong, and you have an opportunity to change life.
Yeah, we can do as much as we can.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it.
Question. Local tours, dryland tours. How like even Mobay, because again, remember say growing up, Mobay is just this mystical place, white sand beaches and white woman. You see me? When the Mobay reign started with King King and TG, Tommy Lee, did you see more Kingstonians or more people from what that west? No, east. Sorry, from the east here.
Um, we see that. We always see that. Maybe a lot of people don't think about it, but we always see Kingston people roll down. We see people from all over. Maybe always attract a whole heap of dryland tours. Because ultimately, if you live a Mandeville or you live a Kingston or you live a certain place and you want to go somewhere for the weekend, carry your girl or carry your family, Mobay was always top of list. We got acclaim in entertainment business and really could have stand up and say, yo, Mobay I do this with the artist them. You know. Mobay felt like a tourist town before them. It's almost like the artist them. Maybe some people let me want to hear me say it was like the artist them gave us city status. Especially in entertainment business where everything felt like it came from town one time. And even our artists in Mobay, because we do a show every Wednesday and we put a live artist on the show, Starstruck. And you know, my artists them would always be leaving to go town. They would come down to the show and them going back at town. And I say, yo, what go on? Them say, boy, we can't bust a bay.
Yeah.
We have to go at town, we have to go to the studio, then we have to make the man them see we. That flip.
Yeah.
That flip. Flip completely flip. And it gave us a sense of pride. It gave us a sense to say, yeah, Mobay, I do it. Mobay, you want artists, you have to come a bay. Now, if you say that turned into tourists, I don't know. I don't know. Probably. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, and I feel like in Mobay though, enough people complain about the price. So over here is very expensive.
It dear, man, it dear. But you get your money's worth. I mean, if you're coming from a, but you can't say that neither. Come go someplace at town there, may I tell you.
Yeah, but town are there like Mobay though. None at all. Like you barely have a place at town and the quote in the US. Barely.
Well, that is.
You have to go out of your way, like you have got some fancy.
Well, no. Make US. We speak US down now. Any taxi man on the street, any youth where do any farmer hustling, a green him spend. A very rare say a man down here a fork out a Kyle, a Jamaican. A man boom boom and peel off a couple hundred US and give because that's the language we speak down here, you know.
So as a man now in the hotel business, you know feel like a time for us set up something where as Jamaican citizens have like a cheaper price to experience Jamaica.
Them have cheaper price. Everybody have a local price.
How we get this? Come on for
no, man, you just call in, man, and say, yo, me a Jamaican and me a book a hotel room. And them say, okay, local price, you show your ID and you get a break.
True.
Yeah, man. That is a must.
So you have a call in though?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't, you're not going to get that through.
And this go for majority, if not all.
Every hotel, local, any tour, any hotel, anything, man. You always have your American price, and a man say, yo, you're a yard man. All right, boom, show your ID and you get a discount.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Because even at COVID time, how did they stand up to that Pier1 and you did the hotel them time?
Yeah, man. It is tough. It's tough because it was hard keeping the staff alive. You know them way there? Keeping everybody. I mean, literally, I felt like you're keeping people alive. I was paying staff that wasn't even working. The place locked down and you still have to, you know. But to me, it's probably one of the best times of my life. It's, I think I COVID with fun memories because it kind of put a lot of things into perspective real quick. What life is about is not just going to work every day, spending time with my family, just really appreciating what we do have. I think right up until COVID, I felt like I was running out of breath. You just every day, you just in night.
I never sick because that was a symptom.
No, man. And then one day, bam, the place just got quiet. I can't say, yo, time for reflect. It was rough though. Everything stands still. Mobay stand up solid. Airport, no plane, no tourists. Whether dry land or overseas, everything stopped. And I felt like we bonded together on a different level still. Montagonians on a whole. I know my industry, I mean, we literally calling other bar owners and they say, yo, you alright, dog, you're good. You know, we did some specials, I think we did a special one time. If you buy a burger, and this is a place locking, so you have to go curbside, you buy a burger and we donate a meal to a frontline worker of your choice. You know, it was just that kind of energy. How can we help somebody while keeping somebody employed? We definitely not try and make no money. We just want to see the wheel a turn over. Somewhat, if it's even just by a one revolution, just want to see it turn. But it has given me a great appreciation for life.
Yeah.
Great.
So Pier1, knowing that this is a renowned brand going what, almost 4 decades,
Yeah.
right? Why not expand in the Caribbean?
No, we're expanding. We're expanding.
Okay.
We're definitely expanding. One of the biggest problems with me and the Caribbean, it's not easy to access. So like, I went St. Lucia a couple of weeks ago. It took me 5 days to go there and come back. After overnight in Miami. Fly down, had one meeting. I left Jamaica the Monday. Had one meeting the Wednesday and got back to Mobay the Friday. I can't bother with that. I can't bother. And I don't want to be away from my family for weeks to try and make a money. I mean,
Yeah,
life
family
can
way
be
more
easy.
important.
Yeah, life can be easy or it can be hard. And I just feel like it go hard. Even going to town, even say boy I'm gonna open a Pier1 at town, I just know say it'll be a wicked grind. And I don't know, maybe when me feel idle and decide say maybe the youth them gone out the nest. And I say, you know what, we could jump on it again and try blow up some. So we are expanding, but we're expanding in some different avenues, partnerships, you know, with some bigger companies and do what we do best and they do what they do best and we come together. So we're on Chucker partnering to do some work on, you know, companies like that.
Yeah.
Companies that have them things together and can definitely help the brand.
How about hotel? Would you put a Pier1 at a restaurant in our hotel? Isn't why don't one they are your hotel? Are they near the
It's
doctor
across
place?
the Doctor's Cave. So we have a Pier1 at Doctor's Cave, which is across the road. But ours is all inclusive. So the hotel is all inclusive. So you don't really have a restaurant in it. But yeah, if a hotel is turning the right amount of volume, sure. Sure. But all inclusive is the hotel now. Nobody don't really want hotel, restaurant. They want free food, buffet and
But
such.
you're not free, you pay for it initially, right?
Well, so them say.
And then now, events at Pier1, how sponsorship on them something? They're gonna have any problems with that? Or that
No
not
man.
something?
No man. We have always been well supported. Red Stripe, Ray and Neville. Over the years have shown us mad love. We've kept it clean. You know, there's a code of conduct that we abide by, and it has done well for us in terms of making sure the brands are represented. Our events are super clean and just overall good productions. And I mean, no complaints. If I was to complain about one thing in life, man, tell me I'm ungrateful. Everything happened for a reason, and I think much love in the business right around. Because I tell people all the time, entertainment is never a competition. Bars should never think of themselves as a competitor opening next door or down the street. The more bars you open in a place, the more parties you keep, is the more the pie get big. The pie get bigger just by having more of the same thing. Just like carnival. If you were to have one carnival party in Jamaica and one band, it wouldn't be a big vibe. Chances are the man wouldn't even make no money. But because they have 3 big bands and a dozen party and the whole thing is just on top of each other, it grows to an astronomical size. And it's continuing to grow. And if you add another band and add 10 more party, it grows even bigger. So we have to stop thinking of this concept of competition. When you go to Vegas, you have the best club them in the world, all on one strip. Everything around.
Same in Miami.
Same with Miami, same with New York. The more you put them in a location together, the more you put them close to each other, is the better them do. Which is a phenomenon. Because if you put 2 hardware side by side, one going to eat the other one. Over time, one have to close. The bigger one are going to end up close the smaller one. If you put 2 bars side by side, the 2 of them ram. And if you put a third one there, the 3 of them ram. And if you put 10 in a row, the 10 of them ram. It bring out more people. More people say, you know, the place to go is with them bar there.
Yeah, because no people I'm asking why I'm not go out them, I say there's not something for them.
Exactly.
So, no.
And you want, ideally, you don't want to go to a place that have something for you. So, you don't want me thinking, why, where should we go uptown, downtown, I go Constant Spring, I go Mobay. If there was a place where I had all the bars, you just pull a fresh and throw on a shirt and just move out. And you know, say before the night done, you're going to end up stop at a spot and enjoy yourself. There used to be a place in Atlanta when I used to go to college there called Buckhead.
Yeah, that's what I used to live.
You used to live in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
You had that Bucket Village side or the Rose Bar?
No, Buckhead Village side. But well, I don't know if when you left Atlanta.
When I still live there in a weird way.
Oh, well, I hear the original Buckhead they no longer exist. So I left
Oh.
I left Atlanta 03.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That show me age. But Buckhead used to be a place that had about a dozen bars. It's in the middle of a residential neighborhood still, you know. Well, on one side, and then on the other side, you head into downtown. You take Peachtree and go down. And you had about a dozen bars. And it ram. Every night, you know, say, yo, what you say, Buckhead, dollars of strong still, you know, because
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's similar. It's similar. But
Yeah.
like enough bars are right beside each other.
yeah. So, but it used to be a true party place. Really, really hype. You had all kind of club. Upstairs, you had college club, then you have a hype club, then a girls club,
after
then
hour.
after hours, and you had a club beside it, like on the outskirts, called Club Anytime, 24 hours. When you're in there, you don't know if it's day or night. It's that kind of place. And it sparked my interest in the industry. You know, how can they put so much, why would they put all of them in one place? And you learn to realize that is why it does well. It does well because they're all there in one place. So it's like a mall. If you think of it like a mall, you go to
Foot
the mall.
Locker and the finish line, champs, everything.
And they're all in the same mall. And it's not because Foot Locker is there competing with champs. No, they're not competing. You're going to the mall.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just do your thing the right way.
Yeah. So for the rest of 2025, what can expect from you, yourself, and Pier1 and all the other businesses?
Well, we're renovating Pier1 as we speak. So you'd have seen some plyboard put up and would have some construction going on. So before the summer, we're going to be opening with a new look. And then we should be opening a new Pier1 early 2026 at a secret location that I can't talk about. But this original Pier1 on the waterfront going to have a total new look, revamp, different energy. So, I mean, that's what we're working on right now as we speak. And you can look out for that. Go come back, come check for that. For sure, that opening going to be
Summer.
Yeah. Right before the summer is what we're working on.
Okay, well, so thank you again
Blessing, man. And
for the accommodation.
keep up the good work, man.
Yeah, but then know them can find you and tell them why them for visit Pier1. I'm not talking for the local people, because obviously the international people, them are going to stop by.
Yes,
Because
yes.
the hotel me I stay, when me I check in, I'm reach late, I'm just here, where's the shuttle to Pier1? And then I'm going to go see them, so.
I don't even tell people come Pier1 and I just say come Mobay.
Okay.
Come Mobay and like a funnel, you're going to end up find yourself right up Pier1. Just come Mobay, come spread the love. You know, Mobay is, as you said, dry land tourist. It's closer than you think. Book a room at Deja, and just drive, come enjoy a weekend. You don't have to fly to Miami if you have a good time. You don't have to, you don't have to end up at Europe or Spain to see some new things and meet some new people. It's really not that expensive, to tell you the truth. You get food, liquor, entertainment in one package. And jump in your car and come over here.
Actually. And what them can find you and your businesses?
Pier1Jamaica.com, that's the website. Pier1JA on Instagram. And no, it's not Pier1JA. Pier1 Mobay. There you go, Landy. Good job. Yeah. I mean, once you type in Pier 1, still
You
it
see.
come up. Once you type in Pier 1, it come up. And I mean, we just say much love for all the support. Next year's 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Some big anniversary next year.
Yeah, that would be the plan. Something. One whole year worth of party. The rest we live at this year. We mash it up next year. But yeah, man, yeah, man. So we're grateful. We're grateful. Whole heap of loving of the business for Pier 1 and what we do. You know, people meet them wife and them husband and you meet them and them say, yo, they've been married for 30 years and a Pier 1 they meet and them kids are big people. Them come in Pier 1 now. We know until like we fourth generation of party people now. We know his great great grandchildren come in Pier 1 from when them parents used to come there. So I mean, it's just support. As I said, Pier 1 doesn't feel like mine anymore. Just feel like I go to work. But
Yeah,
it belong to Mobay.
different.
When some man a bad me up, man, it's like a them own the place. So yeah, just appreciate it and appreciate you coming down still.
Naturally.
Nah,
And
yeah, man.
I must say, I love the community vibes. Because even when I go there, even the security, them just like, them have a story too. It's like them embedded in a
Yeah,
Pier
man.
1.
Oh, well,
All
them
of that.
definitely. Security is a big part up here, but that we pass story around that still. But yeah, keeping everybody safe.
Very
So,
well. Let's be honest. Big up to Mr. Russell again. Oh God.
boom, there can only be one.